We begin with two bombshell stories. In a moment, we will break down one of the worst abuses of power in American history. Donald Trump's chief of staff, Susie Wiles, Trump's FBI director, Kash Patel, were both spied on by Joe Biden's DOJ. Yes, weaponized DOJ. But it gets worse. According to new allegations, Biden's FBI secretly recorded a phone call between Susie Wiles and her lawyer, and tonight she, rightly, is in a state of shock. We'll have more on that straight ahead. But first, the story of the night. A reckoning for Bill and for Hillary Clinton. Now, first up, Hillary Clinton, who begrudgingly traveled a few miles down the road in Chappaqua, New York, for a sworn deposition after receiving a subpoena from the House Oversight Committee's investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. Per usual, Hillary was defiant, full of complaints. Take a look.
I never met Jeffrey Epstein, never had any connection or communication with him. I knew Ghislaine Maxwell casually as an acquaintance. But whatever they asked me, I did my very best to respond. I don't know how many times I had to say I did not know Jeffrey Epstein. I never went to his island. I never went to his homes. I never went to his offices. So it's on the record numerous times.
But what about Bill? Now, of course, her sworn testimony in the deposition was slightly different. She stated, quote, "I do not recall ever encountering Jeffrey Epstein." She went on to describe her contempt for Epstein and Maxwell, quote, "Like every decent person, I have been horrified but by what we have learned about their crimes." Hillary then went on to say, quote, "It is unfathomable that Mr. Epstein initially got a slap on the wrist in 2008, which allowed him to continue his predatory practices for another decade." Keep in mind, just 2 years after Epstein was convicted of child sex crimes, that's back in 2008, well, his partner in crime, Ghislaine Maxwell, was pictured beaming with pride as an invited guest at Chelsea Clinton's wedding. So why was she there? Like a lot of high-profile politicians, was mentioned in the Epstein files numerous times, including one email where Epstein described her as looking, quote, "prettier in person." But to be clear, there is no direct evidence that Hillary Clinton herself ever actually met with Epstein or engaged in any illicit behavior. Hillary's testimony likely had a lot more to do with her husband, Bill. As detailed by ABC News and revealed in multiple photographs, Bill Clinton was a guest on Epstein's private jet, the so-called Lolita Express, on more than 24 flight logs, including a trip to Africa. Now, tomorrow, former President Bill Clinton will have an opportunity to answer questions under oath. As we all know, something that has caused him serious headaches in the past, to say the least. But to date, Bill Clinton has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing as it relates to Jeffrey Epstein.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.